Oh, I should have said that. Cause you'll always be my maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, NRWPs, what's going on? It is your boy Glenn Lawrence, and I'm joined by the always awesome Patrick Michael Strange.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You are awesome.
Hey, thanks, man. You know what? I feel like if it came down to it, you would be my maybe.
Oh, snap.
You would be my maybe. No, but we're here just reviewing a Netflix film, Always Be My Maybe.
Okay.
Which is... Yeah, it's for Netflix.
Netflix, yeah, exactly. I was like, hold up.
Yeah. So it's cool. Why don't we check? Do you have the trailer?
We'll throw the trailer right now. Let's give it to them, and then we'll get on it. Let's get on it.
You're gonna be late.
All right, I look good?
Yes. Water?
That came from your thigh gap? No, thank you.
Thanks for calling it a gap. We are catching up with celebrity chef Sasha Trent and her fiance Brandon Choi.
What a great cause, huh?
We are opening a new restaurant, and I need you in San Francisco.
Hey!
Hi, Marcus.
Yeah, hi, Sasha. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Long time.
Yes, very long time. What's up?
Sasha Trent!
Mr. Kim!
You're like our own Asian Oprah. How much money do you have now?
He's serious.
I'm surprised you two lost touch. You used to be so close.
So, when's the big wedding day?
He wants to travel a bit before we settle down. It's really for the both of us.
I finally realized that I don't want to get married.
Are you kidding me? You're a piece of shit!
I can tell you're a little...
I hope you get malaria and shit yourself to death, you shitty piece of shit!
A little softer, please. You are scaring the goats.
I guess I have to start dating again. Ugh, is there anything worse?
You and Marcus are so cute.
No.
Remind me why you never got together?
There's way too much history there. Oh.
Yeah.
We was one, babe, for a moment in time.
You still have the Corolla?
What are you looking at in my backseat? Because we had sex back there?
Oh my God!
So what do you think?
That it might be even smaller and grosser than I remember.
Hey, you better still be talking about my backseat.
You don't want to wonder what if. Tell her how you feel, son.
I have some news.
So do I.
It's big.
Mine's big too. Okay, look,
Okay, I want to go first. I met someone.
wow, that's so great.
We had the most insane, freaky ass sex. I can't even talk about it, otherwise
Yeah, let's stop talking about it.
Oh, there he is.
My God.
Hi, baby.
I missed your flesh.
I missed your thighs.
I missed your beard scratching my thighs.
I missed your taste.
I missed your thumbs. You're so good with your thumbs.
All right, so you guys saw that awesome trailer,
Bro.
and the movie was good. First thing that stands out, obviously, is it is a male Asian lead in a romantic love story.
Randall Park,
with
fresh
a
off the
female
boat.
Asian lead.
Ali Wong,
Ali Wong.
hilarious comedian,
Not
Baby
to-
Cobra.
Not to give like second shrift to Ali Wong, but it's just odd that you don't normally see like an Asian male lead in like a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
So it was very, very cool to see that. And I love seeing Ali Wong in whatever she does. She can't do any wrong. As a matter of fact, she has a show on Netflix also that's called Tuca and Birdie. I don't know if you've seen it.
With Tiffany Haddish.
With Tiffany Haddish. And it is wild. When I first saw it, I was like, what am I watching? What did you do? But it is brilliant. Like, the more I went into it, I was like, yo, this is hilarious. This is so
I have
great.
yet to watch it.
It's so great.
But I've been hearing so much good work. I gotta find some time. We've been
It's
just,
so great.
like we were talking earlier, finding time to watch stuff. I've heard so many good things about it. I can't wait.
Yeah, but we're in the Always Be My Maybe review. But it's like, it's just a funny, like, thing that I love everything Ali Wong does. And in this, she is stellar. She's great as a restaurateur who basically has a loveless relationship
with Daniel Day Kim that you know from The Lost.
Yeah, and he was lost in this. He wasn't giving my girl.
He played exactly who he needed to be, though. Yeah,
he did a great job.
Excellent job.
And then Allie, she ends up moving back home, finding her childhood crush, love, whatever have you.
Well, it starts. Let's go back to the beginning. Though it actually opens giving us that background story from them as a kid, which just I really appreciated because and being the resident Asian in the room.
Yeah, there we go.
I felt it. Ever since Crazy Rich Asians gave us so much love last year.
Yeah.
So happy about that. Fresh Off the Boat being such a success on TV. Kim's Convenience, that was a success in Canada. To then coming now into America on Hulu or Netflix. I've been just a proud Asian. We had Searching with John Cho. And then we had a Love... Lana Condor. That's also on Netflix. I'm sorry. She's brilliant in that film. But now having... Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah, it's a great love.
It's a great day to be Asian. I'm so happy about it. We just came out of we just had my month, man. It was Asian American Pacific Heritage Month. May, and this was a great way to cap it off at the end of it because we're now in June.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was cool seeing them as young kids. You get like the Asian family life when you're young or whatever.
When your parents are working so much, so she has to make her food on her own, which kind of foreshadows. What her career will be later on in life.
Absolutely. And because you see her, and the thing that I loved in this, because I grew up in California too, and one of the biggest delicacies
Spam?
is Spam. And I was like, yo, what?
I was raised on Spam and rice.
Spam and rice.
And then she did a little bit of parsley or whatever it was on the top.
We did a little bit different in black families, but Spam was definitely a staple in my childhood.
Spam and rice was that was
the
our
thing.
childhood.
It's great. It's a great tasting dish.
Having to eat alone when your family is working all the time, and then just that connection that she finds with Randall Park's families and his character. Was just brilliant. And then to just kind of portray that, and then the music I was hitting. Because, a lot of people, Asians, we love hip-hop. I was raised on fucking hip-hop, man. Yeah. And just, I love that they had that vibe and I could totally relate with it from that time period. And to then becoming adults. And then we actually saw that we were talking about Michelle Buteau earlier. They known her since youth because when they were teenagers, there was another actress that was kind of like in the background.
Yeah.
That you kind of saw. So
it's like she has her teenage friend that she's taking with her. That was still friends. Super.
There's a lot of love there.
And then they grow up together.
Yes.
And then you see like the death of
the mother. Yes. How'd you feel about that scene and all that?
That was so sad, man. I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it. But I mean, I haven't experienced that, but I have friends who have gone through that, and how it could be like kind of a personality altering, changing event in your life, which is very.
Actually, I didn't want to go too deep on that one. I didn't want to get the sadness on there. The scene after that.
Oh, with the dad
having sex in the car. No, that basically takes us to the phase of the movie that separates them.
Listen,
did you feel that one?
Well, I don't know why. I feel like every relationship first, like one of your first encounters is fucking in the car.
The awkwardness of that
happens. Yeah. That was really, really interesting because it just took me back to the childhood. Like, the weirdness of like trying to snuggle afterward and like, all like, where do you put your feet in? Actually, in the movies it seems cool, but it's not all that cool. Like when you actually try to do it.
It brilliantly.
They captured it really good. Yeah. I wonder, did they have to cut a car in half? How did they film that? Because that was awesome. But and Ali Wong and Randall Park, right?
Yes.
They do a great job. Their chemistry is awesome throughout the movie, especially in that scene. And anytime they're together, it's just like, yo, you guys are clearly meant to be together. Like this chemistry is amazing.
Yeah.
Together, stop it. I thought it was amazing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, brilliant. I loved it. And we'll go into a little bit of, well, actually, why don't I just talk about it now?
Yeah.
The two of them actually went to school together before they became big stars.
Oh, really?
Before that, and they've always wanted to work together. I forgot what school, maybe it was USC, University of Southern California, but they actually worked on this script together.
You know what I looked at? When they had that kissing scene in the car, I was like, oh, that looked like a good kiss. Because like sometimes on camera when people are acting,
it's kind of awkward.
Like the kiss is like, oh, that was awkward. They didn't, you know what I mean? And like, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that was a solid. That was a solid. Yeah. It was like there was chemistry there. It wasn't like, I don't want to It was like, oh, that looked like he might have slipped a little tongue. I don't know if he did. But he could have.
For me, it would have been somewhat awkward because I've known you for forever. You're a friend of mine, and then now we're probably doing this movie. You would have been all in.
I thought you were saying because earlier I said you would always be my maybe. No,
I said as an actor.
No, not.
I didn't mean to put you out there like that, bro.
No, hey, it is Gay Pride Month, so you know what I mean. Like, hey, rock your colors, your rainbow swag. We're way off target. Let's get back.
As an actor, it would have been awkward kissing somebody that I've known for that long, but it was portrayed well. I'm scatterbrained now in this movie, and you got me blushing. He has me blushing. So yeah, they Kim, they break up and then they separate, but now she finds herself back in San Francisco. The scene with the father, Michelle Buteau's character, hiring them, I kind of knew that was a setup, and they finally see each other again for the first time.
Yeah.
What do you think of that whole situation? And the father is seeing her.
I thought it was so cool of
you should have hooked up with my son or something.
Yeah, but it's so cool how like they're trying to be like, ooh, like, you're here, and like this kind of like facade of not wanting to interact, but then like people who have known you for a long time, like, what are you talking about? You guys used to hang out. What are you doing? Get together. Stop.
Would you act the same way if that was your father? If you were in the situation of Randall? How would you do taking that situation with the?
Oh man, that's a hard one. You never know. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times you pack that away, you put it away.
Yeah.
I thought it was very cool, very well acted by Ali Wong. How she came out and then saw him again and was like, oh shit, this was something that I was not prepared to like deal with, like emotionally and all that. And then kind of the same thing for him, and there's the hurt, from when like they cursed each other out earlier in the movie. Yeah. And then they come back together and you see them kind of that first time. I don't know how I would have reacted in that situation, but it probably would have been very similar to what they did there.
Okay.
And then having the father there trying to like push them back together and like the friends who were kind of pushing. It's almost like the universe is like, nah, y'all need to get back together. Yeah. But I felt it so much when they're going through their ups and downs and it's like, yo, this is my life. Like, you don't have to live it. And then when she gave him like a compliment that she thought was a compliment, but he took it like, you just think I'm normal. It's like, that's not what I was trying to say. Because do you ever give compliments where you like mess up the compliment and it's like, oops, like I've just offended you because I was trying to give you a compliment that it didn't register in my head that would offend you. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And the dishes look delicious.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, you know what we're forgetting? Like I know this.
I was going to the next.
Okay, go ahead.
Where'd you want to go? Where do you want to go? I was driving this car.
I was just saying. I know that this movie is it's a majority Asian cast or Asian acted. But my man Keanu Reeves, who's also Asian.
Oh yeah, we're getting. We'll get.
Are we getting there? Okay.
The first Hello Peril scene where so like they've met and she decides to come out to see him perform. And that kind of retingling of love. All right. There. And what did you think of Hello Peril off the break?
All right.
It's kind of like that old school hip hop and then just that
Here's the thing. And
you're from Cali. You live on the West Coast.
It's almost like when you see other people doing your culture, a little part of you is just like annoyed. So I thought the songs were real clever and that they were funny, but it's hip hop, and to me, I get like I'm just like
it's your culture too. But we've been involved in that culture too, bro.
But if there was a movie with just
West Coast,
if there was a movie with just all black people doing like kung fu or what I mean, like some martial art, it'd be like, come on, y'all. It's just like you're like, you know what, I rock with it, but it's just a little bit of like
I
you know what I mean? Like I get it, but I feel like a lot of times, sometimes like the culture, the hip hop, it gets taken too far into like the mocking, you know what I mean, by making funny songs with hip hop because it's such a powerful medium. So when I first heard it, it did tingle that sense, like. But I thought the songs were really clever, and I just like once you let go of that, it was like fun.
I feel that way with Weird Al.
Okay, Weird Al Yankovic. Like it takes it too far into like taking songs you like and making them campy.
But Weird Al though has been doing that since the jump off of hip hop. So that's where it's like.
You're mocking our culture.
But it's not.
I felt this was good. I felt this wasn't a mocking.
I think it's just a love and appreciation. Just like how with Beastie Boys. And actually, anybody that's not African American doing it.
Right.
But
exactly.
I don't know. I find it different as a POC, especially with Asians, because to me, Asians have been repping since the break off, since the jump.
It's true. It's just
I can understand your point.
It tingled that sense. Mm-hmm. However, I did think that they handled it well, and I'm cool with it. It's not like I'm upset about it. It was just it just like it did a little. There's a little itch in the back of my throat. Like, okay, cool. Y'all are good. Y'all did it all right. So that was the thing. It just my spidey senses like tingle. Like, oh man, they better not be messing. Because I hate it when I see like. And like sometimes like I don't really hate. I love people doing the creative endeavors, but something like Lonely Island, right, where they do the mocking songs of the genres or whatever. If it gets too much, I'm like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the music should be respected to some degree, but then you turn on some mumble rap and it's like, well, they're not respecting the music.
Bro, that's a whole and that to me is like, are you fucking kidding me?
So then when I see something like that, it's like, all right, cool, this is great. But anyways, it just tingled my spices. Okay. But I loved Hello Peril. I love their songs. I love all of the ones. What did I bounce back like a tennis ball? Every ball except the football. That
and then kill it at the end with I punched Keanu Reeves. It's like
so speaking of which,
so let's talk to Keanu Reeves. So
Keanu Reeves
they're not together, but she's dating Keanu, right. Who is of Japanese American descent, Japanese Jewish descent.
Yeah, so I apologize. Didn't mean to bring that out. Keanu Reeves, he is
one of our own.
He's one of our own. But I was just saying it's a majority age case. But I think that's really cool to get him into it because it's like, hey, he's a part of our culture too.
And that's big in been on Asian Twitter.
Yeah,
we're finally claiming him again.
That's dope.
We're giving him love because he's kind of been outcasted in a way.
Yeah, but
he's always been hot, but I don't think he's perceived because he does look more white.
You know why? Because one of his first breakout roles was Point Break. Yeah, he's a surfer dude.
Oh yeah,
so it's like surfer white dude, like is kind of dawned to him, and Bill and Ted as well.
Because he passes, and it's just not shown that he's of descent.
Yeah, but I do love Keanu's personality, and I thought that really shine through in this film, and I love how he brought that to the movie. Yeah, and it made it really, really, really cool because when he gets in, you're just like, oh man, this is the dude. This is John Wick, son. This is John Wick. He's given us some of the most iconic characters in film history. As a matter of fact, he should probably have Lifetime Achievement Award because he's given us a lot of iconic characters.
Yeah, I'm sure down the line he'll get one.
Yeah,
if not, then fuck you, Hollywood, because he deserves it. I'm sorry.
Why?
Yeah, because Hollywood, white Hollywood can kiss my ass.
Oh damn. Okay.
I'm saying,
Hey, listen, you're right. White Hollywood kiss the ass. You know what I'm saying?
So Keanu was brilliant. He made fun of himself. He poked fun of himself.
He did. He got punched in the face, but I thought it was very cool. It's like, I feel like you got some aggression towards me. Punch me in the face.
What'd you think of how because it is a love story. It's a romantic comedy. Towards the end they came together, but then they separated.
Wait, time out. What about his girlfriend? What's her name?
Oh, with the dreads?
Yeah, with the dreads.
I thought she was a great character.
She was hilarious too, especially when she tried to cook and then she came out with the Vienna sausage and SpaghettiOs.
And then he was like, how brilliant was that?
That was great. Because who has not been to a friend's house where they're like, yo, I know how to cook, and then they bring out the food and you're like,
this is some bullshit.
This is some yeah. I can't eat this. So that was very, very cool. Scene. And then to have her and trying to get together with Keanu at the end.
I'm just going to stay here.
I thought that was very cool. And then they get back together and they actually have a really nice relationship until it gets to the point where you see that he is really holding on to the loss of his mom and trying to keep everything safe and doesn't want to change once things are safe. And that happens a lot when people experience loss. I'm happy
that they did that.
They don't want to.
It kind of felt like they brought them together again, but there was a lot of unresolved issues. Mm-hmm. So they had to separate again, and I'm happy that they did do that. Because they shouldn't have just been together. So what did you think of that and then coming back together again?
I thought it was cool because I thought it showed how set he was on trying to maintain everything, trying to keep everything within his purview, what he can control, not try new things, not adventure out to new things, and then meeting someone who kind of sparks that, who's like, man, I need to try new things. And it was also cool that her life was the one that was driving the relationship. Like, my career is big. I'm doing,
and that's great for female representation, I think, on screen too.
Absolutely.
To have shown that.
Well, also, I thought it was very cool to have somebody who cares about you so much that they'll support you without you knowing. That is very big. As entertainers doing what we do, do.
Yeah.
Having someone who supports you when you have friends, when you have loved ones.
I know that one
is
too hard, right?
Yeah, when she was like buying all their stuff, like to keep. He's like, "Yo, our stuff has been flying off the shelves." It's like she's been buying it all because she's still like she's not talking to you, but she's buying all your stuff because that's how much she cares about you. It's like, bro, like that. Tugging my heartstrings. And then when he went to his dad, that's another one where it's like, yo, what are you doing? I don't need you. Like I could put I could put a needle in my butt.
There's some tears there.
Yeah, you're just holding on because tears. That did. And I thought that was a great kind of message of like sometimes you gotta like let go. Like you don't have to take care of everybody and you don't have to be in the same space to feel safe. Like just venture out of your comfort zone. That was a big message in this movie, venturing out of your comfort zone and getting into, something new and finding something beautiful from that.
Yeah. Man, that should just how it should end right now.
You think so? All right, man. That was good. Yeah.
So beautiful ending. The message of the story.
The message of the story. And my girl Ali Wong
is amazing.
You're amazing.
Go watch on Netflix. Beyond after you've done watching This Always Be My Baby, if you haven't even watched it yet, which we just spoiled everything for you. Go watch Baby Cobra, her special.
Her special's hilarious.
She's got a couple. I think she got a couple, but Baby Cobra's amazeballs. That comedy special. I love her.
Listen, as a stand-up comedian, I watch the specials and I look for I look.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm sorry. There was a phrase that was coming. I look for sometimes flaws in things. Yeah. And there was a phrase that was going to come out that was very. It just popped into mind. I'm like, don't say it, and I made myself laugh. Anyways, and I just see no flaws in her game. It's just so tight. It's so brilliant. Amazing. And what she does is so funny and it's so solid.
Her pacing, delivery.
Here's what I think. Insane. Every time when I see someone out there doing a special, I imagine like what their stuff is like at an open mic. Like how did they come to that? What did they get to that? Yeah. And I just would love to see her. When I was out in LA, I was hoping that I would get a chance to check her out. But Allie, when you come to DC, we should meet. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to come check out the show, backstage, review it, or whatever. And if you could give me notes on being better, that would be dope too, because you are amazing. And I love you, girl. I love your movie. Support you in everything you do. Congratulations on the new baby and the hubby and all that good stuff.
Speaking of comedians too, we were about to sign off. Exactly. Michelle Buteau plays Ali's best friend. They were raised together, but it is amazing. If you haven't seen her stand-up routine as well, go see her stand-up comedy specials. She's on a few that is on Netflix, and then she also has her own podcast as well, and she is brilliant.
Check that out. We'll put the
there's a ton of them on YouTube, by the way. So you can go.
Michelle Buteau, if you ever come to DC, because we're in DC, that's where we film it. Ali Wong, you come to DC, holler at your boy, Glenn Lawrence. Got a cool little show. Definitely well below.
Love you guys.
But if you want to drop in and say hello, I'd love it. Michelle Buteau, same thing. Yes. You want to come out, say.
And the rest, there's a couple of comedy gems.
Does Randall Park do stand-up as well?
I don't think he does stand-up. Okay. He's a brilliant actor. But some of the members of Hello Peril are amazing comedians. The drummer, who was kind of like the new addition to the team. I don't know if her name was Quasar. And then Quasar was the other guy.
Who was Tony? The dude, Tony.
The guitarist?
Yeah.
We saw him, wasn't he the driver in Deadpool?
Yes.
And brilliant. He's a hilarious actor.
Too, man.
I think he's a comedian too. I don't know, but he's an amazing actor. There's a lot of great different actors that were flooded throughout the film.
Yeah. We were supposed to end this like 5 minutes ago, but we just got to talking about how cool everybody was.
Shout outs, man. We're giving love to the team.
Shout outs, love.
But let's end it with Randall Park. If you haven't seen Fresh Off the Boat, the director of Always Be My Maybe is also the director on Fresh Off the Boat, Namchaka Khan, who I'm probably brutalizing her or his name
here again.
Amazing job, but check out the work that the director Namchaka Khan as well as Randall Park do on Fresh Off the Boat. The new season, the next season was renewed, and I'm looking forward to it. But Randall Park did an outstanding job.
Yeah, man,
killing it the scenes with it, Hello Peril. Like my wife and I were like, does he also do hip hop on the side? Because he actually had some flow to him, too.
It was funny when he got real drunk and it was and he couldn't see the sauce. That was great.
Great acting all throughout. I really enjoyed it.
Ali Wong, you are an amazing actress. I love your acting. It was amazing. You are great.
A lot of love for Ali. A lot of love for the whole squad. Let's do a thumbs up, thumbs down. You know what I'm saying?
It's
thumbs up, bro.
You know it's a thumbs up.
Always Be My Maybe. Brilliant film. I want more. And I'm thinking and I'm seeing from all the love that it's getting on from my social networks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're seeing it through yours. Everybody's loving it.
I'm loving it.
Crazy Rich Asians was amazing. It got a lot of money. Always Be My Maybe is getting a lot of views. People want to see people of color on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? And Asians can do these too.
And just
speaking up for my people.
You know what?
Like,
just doing normal life. It's not like, they're Asian doing Asian things. It's just like, no, all of us people, we just live life.
And that was the brilliant thing. Always Be My Maybe. It wasn't like it didn't have chop suey. Come on, we're more than that.
Yeah, it's just like we just live normal lives.
Exactly.
So it was great to see that.
Exactly.
Always Be My Maybe. Loved it.
All right,
we out.